Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Detective Comics number 31. Um, so this is September 1939. This is the first appearance of Batman's second villain, the Mad Monk, or just the Monk. He's like a vampire, slash werewolf character. Here he's holding a blonde woman here, but the Julie Madison who he kidnaps has black hair. I don't know, it's really minor though. So powerful and awesome, the mysterious Batman again appears to oppose the evil forces of a terrifying master of crime known as the Monk. So, yeah, there's some advertising. Again, I don't know. Like, these are really, really obscure characters. Yeah, I think I've talked about Hop Harrigan. That's like the only one I know something about. Yeah, I think no, actually, I think this was the exact same advertisement. Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know. So Batman by Bob. This is Bob Kane. Of course, we know Bill Finger mostly wrote Batman. The Batman, weird menace to all crime, at last meets an opponent worthy of his mettle. A strange creature cowled like a monk, but possessing the powers of a Satan. A man whose powers are uncanny, whose brain is the product of years of intense study and seclusion. Through the dark of a New York night. So I think I said this also last time, but yeah, Batman in 1939, and I think 1940 as well. He was in Manhattan in New York City. He wasn't in Metropolis or not Metropolis, Gotham. He wasn't in Gotham City. Yeah, I'm getting because it's like the same thing with Superman. Superman was originally in Cleveland, Ohio, but he switched to Metropolis. Same thing. Actually, the Flesher cartoons, I don't know if I talked about this, but the Flesher 1940s Superman cartoons, Superman was in New York City in that. In one of the cartoons, they say Manhattan's about to be destroyed in that. So, yeah. So, sorry about that little tangent I had. Soon now, and I shall know. Distance knows no bounds by which to hold the eerie figure. He cites his quarry. I have been sent to you by the master monk. I help, help, as if in answer to the doom man. So I downloaded that wrong. Who, who are you? Remain until I give you leave to go. The Batman recognizes his fiancée, Julie Madison. Julie, you. What? What am I doing here? Who are you? But if you are taking me home, how do you know where I live? Why won't you talk? You won't tell me a thing. But you won't tell me who you are. Tell your fiance, Bruce Wayne, all that happened. Good night. Good night. Next morning, Bruce Wayne is called to his fiance's home. Bruce, there is something I must tell you. A man dressed as an enormous bat found me last night on the street about to kill a man. Yeah, that's a weird thing to. That's a weird thing to say. Just a weird thing. But anyway, good Lord, Julie, suppose you had. We'd better see Dr. Trent right away. And scarcely 2 hours later, young lady, I've seen victims of an expert hypnotist exhibit your symptoms. Don't you recall anything that would suggest something like that? I'd advise an ocean voyage. Yet as Dr. Trent talks, Bruce Wayne notices his staring eyes and wonders. Yes, yes, an ocean voyage to Paris. Perhaps later to Hungary, the land of history and werewolves. One ticket to Paris, please. Port cabin. I don't like the crack the doctor made about werewolves, Julie. And he seemed hypnotized himself when he gave you that advice, but maybe I'm imagining things. Of course you are. I'm worried about you, but I'll be good, I promise. But back at the Wayne Mansion, so I think that's like the first time they actually call it the Wayne Mansion. Julie would be surprised to know that her Batman is her future husband. And the secret hangar known only to himself. So this might be the first appearance of the Batcave, or... Well, the Batcave wasn't invented, but this would be like... sort of like a very early version of the Batcave. The two new weapons, my Bat Gyro, to follow Julie, and the Flying Batarang, modeled after the Australian Bushman's boomerang. So yeah, his first appearance of the Batarang, and the Bat Plane, which is called the Bat Gyro here. Yeah, I should have said earlier, that the page was downloaded in the wrong order, so I'm sorry about that. But look, a bat. The end of the world, we are attacked by Martians. Batman's smiling at them. Yeah. And out to sea, when on board the Lunar Lady, a monster bat flying over the ocean. Fixing his automatic controls, the Batman prepares a visit. For a visit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, did they have automatic controls back then for like airplanes? I don't know. Well, Bruce Wayne's like one of the richest people in the world, so he could probably do that. You here? Julie explains her plight to the Batman, and so that's why I'm here. Look out. The eyes of the giant figure seem to burn. He's the arch criminal known as the Monk. That man has uncanny powers. They seem to be hypnotized. It is harder and harder to move. By a tremendous effort of will, the Batman leaps into action. The spell is broken. The Monk evades the Batarang. The Batman leaps for the rope ladder. The Batman, anxious to get to the bottom of the mystery, follows the ship and the Monk to Paris. Paris at last. Search begins. The trail leads everywhere. Help, the devil himself. The weird figure is seen all over Paris until one night. Julie, at last. But a warm reception is being... Yeah, this issue is very funny. Yeah, this gorilla was in the room the whole time. Apparently didn't wake her up. So be prepared for him. The Batman nimbly... Oh wait, no, is there anybody in the bed? Well, yeah, it's probably like a dummy in the bed or something. The Batman nimbly dodges the huge ape, only to fly through a sliding door, and tumbles down into a gigantic net. Caught like a bat in a trap as the net closes about him, the Batman once again faces the diabolical Master Monk. So I've done a voice for all the villains. I don't know. I'll try to make them sound like Dracula, I guess. Rash mortal, to dare face the power of the Monk. Look before you at your fate while I pull this lever. The net begins to drop slowly into the den of snakes. In a flash, the Batman flips his Batarang. The net stops in its downward flight as the Batarang knocks over the lever. Does that say like sing? I don't know, or ding or something. Continuing on the upward sweep, it crashes into a glass chandelier. The Batman grasps the Batarang and the broken glass. A heroic gesture, but a futile one. The lever will remain down this time. Working against time, the Batman severs strand after strand, freeing himself none too soon. The Batman is in full pursuit of the fleeing Monk. Suddenly, a barred door drops between the Batman and the Monk. Die here, you fool, while I send your the girl Julie into my castle in Hungary to feed my werewolves. The gigantic gorilla is lowered as the Batman is caged by bars all about him. The Batman makes a desperate leap for the rope that lowered the gorilla. As he climbs hand over hand up the rope, he sights the guard about to draw a gun. The batarang hits its mark. The idling bat plane hovers over the Batman. As a powerful car races towards Hungary, the shot of the bat follows it. The Batman prepares to board the car from the air. So he jumps on it. A glass pellet is filled with gas, is thrown into the car. The car swerves into a tree. The monk knew better than to come, but I can save Julie. The Batman makes a valiant leap for the ladder of his Batplane. With Julie safe, the Batman plans on vengeance. Poor kid. It sets his automatic controls for Hungary, home of the vicious monk and his werewolves. Yeah, in the next issue it says he's a vampire. The monk's a vampire. Next issue. Because the monk has a girlfriend who's like a vampire. But continuing the thrilling adventures of the Batman is combat against the mysterious monk. What plans does the monk have in mind? What does he want with Julie? See next episode of the Batman. Bye. And that'll be Detective Comics number 32. I'll read that. But next time I'm reading Fantastic Four number 53, I think. That's the one. It's the second appearance of Black Panther. I'm reading that one next time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I was talking too fast this time. Yeah, I try my best. But if you guys want me to do a specific comic or yeah, just let me know, and I'll see you guys later.